It's a mixture of everything. I mean, Scotch whisky, all Scotch whiskies, all malt whiskies are made in the same way. You know, you're using the same three ingredients, which is barley, water, and yeast. And yet, it's a fascinating industry because every distillery comes out with a different flavour. You get different flavours even from the same distillery. Nothing, you know, our Glengoyne, this is a Glengoyne 12. Our Glengoyne 12 tastes very different to the Glengoyne 21 or the Glengoyne 15. And that's just one distillery. When you then multiply that by how many are we now? 130, 140, 150 distilleries in Scotland. Then you know it's a massive world out there. So what distinguishes Glengoyne? Well, probably the distillation process, the fact that there is no peat used at all, so there's no smoke. Never has been smoke. And the distillation process, we distill very slowly. So there's the reason for that is to get as much copper contact as possible. The more contact with copper, the more fruity, estery flavours that you're going to get from the spirit, and you take out the unwanted flavours, you know, like sulphur. So that goes a big part. That goes a long way to kind of defining the flavour of Glengoyne. And I've always said, you know, if you've got, you know, with a smoky whiskey, you can hide behind smoke. When you have no smoke at all, then your spirit has to be really good quality and it has to be really clean. So Glengoyne has this really clean, fruity new make spirit, which is the result of the you know a slow distillation because of the long copper contact. And then the casks we use. We've always used top quality casks. I mean, traditionally, we've probably used more sherry casks in the past. We would have a mixture of sherry and refill casks. Now we're introducing more bourbon casks into the mix. We're still using a lot of sherry casks. So the sherry cask will give you you'll see the qualities that come from the sherry, kind of the spiciness, and then the refill casks. They show you what the new make spirit is. So that's the flavour of the whiskies that comes off the still, because the refill casks don't interact. They're not as active, but they give you the idea of the new make spirit of the flavour of whiskey, you know, 10, 12, 15 years down the line. So that mixture of casks and you know, linked with the slow distillation, the fact that there's no peat, really goes to define what's Glengoyne.